MMA Boxing Talk here. This is a prediction video for Conor McGregor versus Donald Cerrone. We're only 3 days away. Really looking forward to this fight. This is my prediction video. Basically, this is an interesting fight. It's a close enough fight. I think if it was at 155 and Conor McGregor was more active, I would favor him very heavily. This fight's at 170. Conor McGregor hasn't been active the last few years. So I see this as maybe not quite a 50-50 fight, but very darn close. Personally, I think it's 55 to 45 for McGregor. I am picking Conor McGregor to win. I'm picking Conor McGregor to get a TKO finish in round 2. Round 1 could very well happen as well. I'm predicting McGregor second round TKO. Lots could happen in this fight. I'm confident, but not that confident. I'm not putting any money on this. I just think McGregor's best asset, his precision, his timing, how he starts the fight already in flow state, already. It only takes him a few seconds to get his opponent's timing and see the openings and their patterns. He's such a quick starter. And Cerrone, his biggest weakness is, fighters that are very aggressive, but that are awkward in there. Also, southpaws. He struggled with southpaws who are awkward and, that come right at him and start fast. Well, all of that is Conor McGregor, and that's what he excels at. If Cerrone can get past 2 rounds and, not take a whole lot of damage, then things are going to change, and then things could get very, very interesting. The longer the fight goes, the more it favors Cerrone. Doesn't mean Conor can't win a decision, but at that point, it's going to favor Cerrone to win the fight the longer it goes. I think if he can get, like I said, if he can get past that second round and not take a whole lot of damage, it's going to be very interesting. Now, we could see Conor similar to maybe the Nate rematch, where Conor lands a lot of damage and hurts his opponent in the first 2 rounds. If he can hurt Donald enough in the first 2 rounds, maybe he can cruise to a decision. The later rounds will get tougher, of course, but if Cerrone can, not take too much damage, after round 2, he's gonna get into his flow state. He's gonna find Conor McGregor's. He's gonna see the openings. He's gonna get his rhythm, his timing, and at this point, McGregor, Cerrone's gonna be getting into the rhythm, and McGregor's gonna be slowing down, because we know Conor, he can't sustain that type of the first 7-8 minutes of a fight. He can't continue that. There's a significant drop off after that point, and at that time, if Cerrone hasn't taken too much damage, he's going to start to take over. Now, that could very well happen. I am picking Conor second round TKO, but that could very well happen. It's going to be really interesting. Now, another thing, Donald Cerrone has very underrated takedowns, and I think Conor can keep it standing, but as soon as he gets tired a little bit, Cerrone will have the ability to take him down if he, times it right. If he's persistent enough, it's possible. So that's an interesting thing. McGregor does have decent takedown defense. There's no doubt about it. If you go back to the 3rd round, Khabib couldn't take him down. And I think in the fight, Khabib went for 7 takedowns and only landed 3, which, was still more than enough to beat Conor and submit him and demolish him. But all to say, Cerrone could have some trouble taking him down. I can't see him taking him down unless Conor is tired, in round 3, 4, 5. Conor usually gets his second win. Well, he did in the Nate Diaz rematch in round 4. And in the Khabib fight, in that 3rd round, it wasn't a crazy impressive round for Conor, but he did slightly win that round, and the judges gave it to him. But all to say, he will get a second win, which might be just enough to win a decision. if he can put some, water in the basement and come out and get a good lead early on, maybe he can cruise to a decision. But I got him second round TKO. Let me know what you guys think. This fight. Another quickly thing I want to throw out there is activity. There's so much you can make of the activity. Conor, since his last win, which is over 3 years ago, he's had one fight in the octagon since McGregor's last win. Since McGregor's last win, Cerrone has had 11 fights. Maybe that's being too active, but activity, helps with timing, rhythm, getting in to, you're just better. You're fight after fight, camp after camp. There's no real time to relax. You just keep improving on and being more comfortable in there the more you fight. Having said that, Cerrone is coming off of 2 TKO losses to Gaethje and Ferguson. No shame in that. And they were at 155. But he still did get stopped. And when you're facing a concussive puncher like Conor, it's something to worry about. But, like I said, the fight is at 170. Cerrone is more durable at 170. So that's interesting. But I can't wait for this fight. I really see it going either way. I slightly favor Conor. Like I said, I see it as a 50-50 to 45 for Conor. I think if it was at 155 and Conor was active and didn't take all that time off, I would say it would be more of a 60-40 fight for Conor. But things, there's their own set of circumstances for this fight. So that's why I say 55-45. Let me know what you guys think, who you're picking, whether you agree with me or not. And if you like the video, subscribe and like it as well. That's it for this one. Peace.